Hey everyone, welcome to Boosty Tutor. I'm Brennan, and we are at the end of our Ixalan Cracker Packs, and I am very thankful because I have not been feeling this. The tribal, it looked so awesome when they first revealed it. Dinosaurs, pirates, merfolk, vampires. Like, oh, it's gonna be a sweet draft. But it was just so heavy tribal, and it didn't have anything to mesh it, like changelings or something that can be thrown in any deck. It just didn't work out to me, so wasn't very fun. Cool set, just draft, not so much. Thankfully, next month, Iconic Masters, so looking forward to that. But before that, we gotta get through these 2 packs. We're gonna open them up, see what we get, then move on to discussion. Let's get started. Okay, last Cracker Pack of the month. Hopefully last Cracker Pack of Ixalan. Let's see what we get in our first pack. Conqueror's Galleon, which turns into Conqueror's Foothold. Nice little commander card. Alright, oh, what a Scoundrels, nice. So, there's the rares and uncommons. And our next pack. Okay, Ashes of the Abhorrent. Not a great limited card. Working Chupacabra. Navigator's Ruin. And Shielding Light. Ouch. Okay. So that's it for openings. Let's move on to discussion. Alright, first off, Shining Aerosaur. Not a bad card. Fine, like maybe kind of aggressive finisher, like a little ending 5-drop. For dinosaurs, yeah, you can want this, but you're not going to first pick it. It's just, it's better than you think it's going to be. But not great in aggressive deck, so not going to first pick it. Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. Most of the time, this is a 4-drop 3/3, so a Hill Giant. Sometimes you'll get the ability to go off, but most of the time you'll be holding on to it, waiting to get it to go off, and you just be like, forget it, I got to play this guy. So, not going to first pick that. Nest Robber. It's a 2-drop in red. That's great. Has haste. Hits for 2, dies to most things, if not just about everything. But, can swing in, get some damage in, and then it's done its job. So, don't know if I'll first pick it, but so far, let's put it over here. Shaper Apprentice. You need Merfolk for us to really be good. 2 for a 2/1, which is okay, but you're not going to first pick it. And the Merfolk deck, it's, a welcome turn, which is always nice. New Horizons. You want this for the ramp deck. The ramp deck isn't there, really. And, it is, but it's not good enough, so not going to first pick that. Chalice, no. This card just, no. Hammer Skull, there you go. That's definitely a first pickable. 3 mana for a 2/3 is always fine, and the fact that it just takes care of a creature each combat, it's amazing. Especially in the aggressive deck, it's exactly what we want to be doing. Dire Fleet Interloper, it costs too much. It's just 4 mana for a Hill Giant with Menace, which, that can be fine, but in this aggressive format, it's not good enough. And the Explorer is like, okay. Swashbuckling, you want this if you're like the super like red 1-drop whatever deck that's I don't like, but is a thing apparently. I just still don't like this card. I would never first pick it. Siren's Ruse, not gonna first pick this either. I guess it helps you and with bouncing your creatures to get effects or just to save them, but yeah, not something on the first pick. Ooh, Wanted Scoundrels. 2 mana for a 4/3, that's pretty good, and the fact that when it dies they get treasure, that doesn't even matter, who cares? Give them the treasure, because you're going to be hitting for a lot. So, that could be our first pick so far. Pillar of Origins, no. In Limited, you're not going to... you could have a tribal deck, of course. That's what you want to go for. But even then, this isn't really what you want to be doing on turn 2 or anything. It's not good enough. So, sorry. Stormfleet Spy. It's okay. 3 mana for a 2/2 isn't great. And the fact that you get to draw a card is nice. But I'm not going to first pick this because, there's better cards. And this isn't really a card that makes you want to go blue or into Pirates or anything. It's just like, oh, this would be a nice little 3-drop to have in there. And Conqueror's Galleon, no, it just doesn't do enough. It's way too slow. It has like a big old butt, so it can block for days if you crew it for 4, which is a lot. And then when it flips, it becomes a land, which taps for colorless, but has all these abilities, but they're just very mana intensive. So sadly not going to first pick that. So, okay. Nest Robber, you're out. Sorry. Now, Hammer Skull, Bunch of Scoundrels. The red-white deck is like the best deck in the set. So I could see easily first picking this and just like, you know, getting multiple of them. That's even more amazing if they come around. Bunch of Scoundrels, great card. Black Pirates is fine. It can go in any black deck though, really. Black blue, black red, pirates, you know. But really, like if you have like a vampire deck, it's okay. It's still going to hit for a lot. Oh, this is a hard one. I think, because late game, 2 mana for a 4/3 is fine. It's good. Still hits for a lot. But I think later in the game, the Hammer Skull's going to do more. So I think you take the Hammer Skull because it's a better deck, and it just helps you playing it on turn 3 or playing it later in the game. Scoundrels, way better on turn 2 than Hammer Skull, but on turn like 5, not as great. So yeah, I think Hammer Skull is the first pick there. First up, we have a Sunrise Seeker. It just costs way too much. 5 mana for a 3/3 is not good, even if it has Vigilance. The fact that maybe it's a 4/4 Vigilance still isn't that great, and the Explorer that late in the game doesn't really matter. Desperate Castaways. I mean, no, not really. Like, just because you have to sacrifice treasures usually, and 2 mana for a 2/3 still isn't even that great. It's like not even worth it, so I'm not going to first pick that. Suncrown Hunters, if you're in like the dinosaur deck, it's an okay curve topper. It's definitely like you don't want multiples of these, maybe just one. But, I mean, it's okay. It's not great. So I'm not going to first pick it, definitely. Vampire Zeal, okay, that's a good combat trick, especially if you're vampires. +2/+2, and if a vampire's first strike, that's the way to save your vampires. You know, your little tokens when they are attacking and probably going to die. You just, you know, do this and pump it up, get more life from your lifelink, and they live. So, I guess first pickable so far. One with a Wind, there you go. That's a pretty good enchantment, actually. It's basically a Spectral Flight. 2 mana to give target creature +2/+2 and flying. I mean, the removal sucks in this set, and if you put this on like a Jade Guardian or something, oh, you're just game over. So, yeah, I think it's first pickable too. Crash the Ramparts, it costs too much for what it does. It's a combat trick, but only one creature gets +3 and trample for 3 mana? That's, no, sorry, way too much. Colossal Dreadmaw, yeah, it's a fine card in a dinosaur deck. Dinosaur deck isn't great, but 6 mana, 6/6 with trample. I like those stats. It's just, are you going to be dead after you play this? If not, you know, you're going to hit for a lot. So, not going to first pick it, but it's fine in that deck. Hijack, sideboard card, if that. I don't think I'd really mainboard it, even this, just because turn 3, you don't want this sitting in your hand. You want to just be putting down creatures and attacking in the red deck, and any red deck, really. Oh, Contract Killing. 5 mana, just destroy a creature, and then you create 2 colorless tokens, or colorless artifact tokens. Yeah, I mean, removal is pretty sparse in this set. Black, there's like so many different ways you can go with it, thankfully. And this can go in any of the black decks, so keeps you open. So yeah, I think this is first pickable so far. Blinding Fog, no. 3 mana Fog, that's horrible. Like, costs too much, doesn't do enough. Hexproof doesn't matter, forget it. Sheltering Light, I mean, it's cheap. Saved your creature from combat and you get to scry one. That's not bad. I mean, I'd usually play this if I was in a white deck, just like I'd usually play Vampire Zeal, even if I wasn't a vampire deck, so. Put that over there. Navigator's Ruin, no. If this was a creature, like maybe I would run it, but it's just an enchantment that mills? No, forget it. And you have to have raid just to trigger it. So it's comes down, if you haven't raided, it does nothing. And then, yeah, it's not good. Too many loops to go through. Lurking Chupacabra, I mean, I like the art. I like the flavor. It's just, you have to have an explore deck, and that's not a thing. So, sorry, Chupacabra. Ashes of the Abhorrent. Wow. No, it's a constructed card at best. If you played it, maybe whenever a creature dies, you gain life. Yay. No, just don't play it. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so pretty easy actually. Vampire Zeal, it's a fine combat trick. I think Sheltering Light, depending on the deck, Sheltering Light is better overall, but Vampires definitely wants this over Sheltering Light. So yeah. Want the Wind, really good card. Don't know if I'd first pick it though. Yeah, I might if the pack was like this bad, but yeah, doesn't matter because it's contract killing. It's, you know, removal. Sure, it's sorcery and it costs 5, but it's removal of any creature, and you get some upside with the treasure tokens. So yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. We're done. Finally took 2 commons as our first pick. Oh well, hey, that's draft for you, especially Ixalan draft. So I have a Patreon, patreon.com/boostertutor. Go there, donate $2 or more. You get into a drawing. You can win all my Cracker Packs this month. So at least you get a search. So that's kind of cool. If you want to follow me on Twitter, booster_tutor, and see you next draft.